Hey everyone, welcome to From the Depths. I'm Menti, and this is episode 42 of the Battleship Brawls Season 4 tournament. This episode, the new Heart of the Tempest, or the new active combatant, is the Heart of the Tempest, and it will be going up against the Arc de Leon. Now, in the previous episode, we had a disqualification, and I was going to redo some battles and whatnot, but I decided, instead of doing that, I'm just going to go ahead and give the two ships their champion status that they already had, and that is partially because I want to reduce the number of wins required to become a champion to 5 rather than 7, so that things move along a little quicker, because honestly everybody who has made it to 5 wins has also made it to 7, so it seems a little bit pointless. I'm sure there would be somebody in there who'd only get to 6 and then lose, but you know what? Let's move this tournament along a little bit faster by reducing it to 5 wins. Since both of these ships have already been seen, and that announcement is over, we'll get right into the battle, get round 1 underway. Arc de Leon firing immediately, as it tends to do. Heart of the Tempest shooting back. Arc de Leon's initial shots going right into that turret, one of the shells. But did not do enough damage. Severed a barrel, but that gun is still very much active. Meanwhile, the Arc de Leon took some hits. Let's see how things are. Hard to see with all the smoke. Oh, that's a big old hole in the ship there. And that front cannon is damaged as well, and that cannon just got popped off, and yeah. Arc de Leon is bringing its rear turret into the mix, and it just lost a bunch of barrels. Heart of the Tempest at 98.5%, Arc de Leon at 87-ish. Yeah, this is a bit of a stomp so far. Arc de Leon's weapons just don't do enough damage, and they're fragile. They die really easily. I mean, that high explosive shell there did blow a decent chunk into the superstructure. Oh, one thing I did forget to mention, that the Arc de Leon has had 2 losses already, so if it loses this match, it will be done. It will be retired from the tournament. It seems the Arc de Leon has gone dead in the water, which is a very common thing to have happen with this ship. I wonder where its engines must be in a vulnerable spot, because it happens almost every single round. Take a peek in here. See if I can't find the engines. Nope, not really. Heart of the Tempest is back up to 100% health. Has not taken any damage. The Arc de Leon is just getting absolutely pummeled. Oh, but that rear gun is in its firing arc again. There it goes, firing off 2 heavily packed shells, which did 0.3% damage to the Heart of the Tempest. And it's fixed. Only 1 pass over from the repair bots, and boom, the damage is repaired. And here we go again. Oh, this time there's 3 shells. Did 0.7% damage. And, well, didn't get through it with a single pass of the repair bots, but the second one will finish that off here. Arc de Leon down to 57%. Another volley or two, and it will be defeated. And there it is. That is a 2 damaged Arc de Leon. And it is despawning, so that is the end of round 1 with a victory for the Heart of the Tempest. Let's go ahead and get round 2 here underway. So while Arc de Leon is a very nice looking ship, it is not all that impressive when it comes to the actual fighting. It's rather fragile. It gets its engines destroyed. You know, goes dead in the water, loses its guns quickly, and its guns just don't do enough damage while they are active. Heart of the Tempest guns, on the other hand, do quite significant damage with each shell, and there is 15 of them. Three shells going in, only 2 of them hit to the superstructure. Heart of the Tempest does not care, and once again the Arc de Leon is dead in the water. Almost all of its guns are destroyed, and it's just a matter of its health being reduced to the point that it despawns for this battle to end. Ooh, that rear turret taking a direct hit. Oh, it looks like the armor held in that shot, though. The turret is okay, it's just out of its firing arc. At least it was. It's taken subsequent hits. It may be damaged now. It's hard to tell. Those little bitty cram shells there. Just go in and they're just like, we're gonna do something! We're helping! And the Arc de Leon is down to 59.5%, so once again, 1 or 2 more volleys will likely spell the end of the ship, and unfortunately, that will also mean the end of its journey in this tournament. Well, it would be one or two more volleys if the Heart of the Tempest wasn't bouncing half of its shells off the water surface. Forward gun is still functional, or it was. I don't know if it is anymore or not, but it doesn't matter because the Arc de Leon is 2 damaged, and nope, that gun is actually disabled, and now it is despawned. So that is the end of this battle. The Arc de Leon has been defeated and will be retired. So yeah, go down in the description if you haven't voted for whether or not you think these ships are aesthetically good enough to be in the Hall of Beauty. Make sure you vote yes or no, whichever one you believe is the correct answer to that question. Because whether they get in or not is based upon the percentage of yes to no votes that come in. So make sure you vote. And you can also check out my Discord, my Patreon, the forum post, the roster and rankings, all that stuff. It'll be down in the description with the Hall of Beauty votes. So yeah. Thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you on the battlefield.